Hey there my peeps, it is now time for 5 reasons why Aj Styles is going to beat Dean Ambrose for the WWE World Championship. So far in this series, I'm 1-1. I got 1 right, 1 wrong. I called Finn Balor becoming the first ever Universal Champion, but then I tried to predict the Fatal 4-Way elimination match for the Universal Championship. I said that I think Roman Reigns is going to win the title, but that didn't end up happening, and instead, KO is the new Universal Champion. So, in that video, because I predicted Roman Reigns winning it, somebody actually called me a Roman Reigns fanboy, even though in the video, I stated that while I think Roman Reigns is gonna win it, I'd like to see Kevin Owens be the one to win that Fatal 4-Way. You see, there's a difference between my prediction and what I want to see happen. If you ask me for my prediction, I'll tell you what I think is gonna happen, regardless of if I want to see it happen or not. You see, there's a lot of people out there when asked for a prediction, they'll go ahead and just tell you what they'd like to see. I'm not one of those people. I'll tell you what I actually think is gonna happen. And in this case right here with Aj Styles, this is one of those cases where I think this is gonna happen and I actually want to see it happen. So anyways, here's 5 reasons why I think Aj Styles is going to become the new WWE World Champion. Reason number 1, the WWE actually wanted Aj Styles to be the SmackDown Champion by now. Once the draft took place, their plans was to have Aj Styles as the top guy on SmackDown with the championship, and not just any championship, but actually the Universal Championship. So according to the Wrestling Observer newsletter, before the draft and before Roman Reigns got suspended, the original plans for SummerSlam were for Roman Reigns to take on Seth Rollins for the WWE World Championship because that title was supposed to stay on Raw, and for Aj Styles to capture the Universal Championship and become the first Universal Champion on SmackDown. But once Roman Reigns got suspended, of course, all those plans changed. So, if they wanted AJ as the first Universal Champion on SmackDown after the draft, then to me that's a clear indicator that they want Styles as the champion of SmackDown. Yeah, the Universal title is now on Raw, so he can't win that. But you've got the WWE World title on SmackDown. And at the end of it, they both pretty much mean the same thing. Yes, the WWE World Championship, of course, has a bigger history. That's been the WWE's title since forever. But they both signify that you're the top guy, you're the main champion of the show it's on. And I think they still want him as the champ of SmackDown, and they still feel the same way, especially after his win over John Cena, which brings me over to reason number 2. After his win over John Cena at SummerSlam, nobody on the SmackDown roster has more momentum than Aj Styles. After SummerSlam, were people talking about how Dean Ambrose retained the championship against Dolph Ziggler in an amazing match? No. The big talk was how Aj Styles had just beaten John Cena in the match of the night clean. He's going into this match with more momentum than he's ever had and looking stronger than ever. That's the right time to pull the trigger and give him the championship. If they just have Dean Ambrose beat him, I mean, that's great for Dean Ambrose, but for Aj Styles, it's terrible and it just kills his momentum, and I can't see them doing that. When they give a superstar a huge win like they did Aj Styles, beating John Cena clean, it's for a reason. It's not just, hey, here you go, we'll let you beat John Cena clean today. No, they do that because they plan on pushing that superstar oftentimes for a future championship run. By the way, in case you don't see how Aj Styles has all this momentum or how his win over John Cena was, such a big thing, not even CM Punk could beat John Cena clean. Whenever CM Punk, as a face, whenever CM Punk would beat John Cena, there'd always be some sort of controversy. Either John Cena's foot was on the ropes, or Vince McMahon got involved. CM Punk may not have cheated at times, but there was always some sort of mess up in there that allowed CM Punk to win the match. And if we look at the last person, or the person before Aj Styles that beat John Cena clean, Kevin Owens, he might have beaten John Cena clean, but John Cena went ahead and beat him 2 straight pay-per-views after. In Aj Styles' case, He beat him the first time at Money in the Bank. Yeah, it wasn't clean, but that's still a singles win over John Cena. And while Cena may have won the tag team match, the next singles match, AJ beat him clean. So AJ has John Cena's number, and hey, right after AJ Styles beats John Cena clean, what a coincidence. He's in a championship match right away against Dean Ambrose on the first SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view. It's not a coincidence, it's for a reason. And speaking of reasons, reason number 3, history is on AJ Styles' side. So, here's a fact for you guys. Once John Cena went ahead and won his first ever WWE Championship at WrestleMania 21, everyone that's beaten John Cena clean, which isn't a big list, ever since then, there hasn't been that many superstars that have been able to actually beat John Cena without outside interference, without cheating or anything like that. All the guys that have beaten John Cena clean, they were either former world champions, they've been a world champion in the past, whether that be the WWE Championship or World Heavyweight Championship, or they've gone on to become a world champion, with Kevin Owens being the most recent one, winning the Universal Championship. And if you want to count Dean Ambrose's win over John Cena in that contract on a pole match as a clean win over Cena, well, Dean Ambrose is also, I guess, a recent one since he is the current WWE Champion. So things are looking pretty damn good for AJ Styles' chances. Reason number 4, they probably want AJ Styles as the world champion before John Cena comes back. So John Cena, I'm not exactly sure when he's coming back. He might come back after Backlash or after No Mercy, but he's gonna come back at some point. And with AJ Styles constantly bringing up John Cena, how he beat John Cena, and still having John Cena's wristband on his arm, and, you know, saying that he's the face that runs the place, obviously, it's not over between him and John Cena. And he's in this feud now with Dean Ambrose for the championship. To me, this looks like they want AJ Styles as the champion, so then once John Cena comes back, he somehow gets a championship opportunity against AJ Styles, the feud continues, but this time it's a bit different because AJ is on top, he's the world champion, and Cena in that case would be the one with something to prove because he hasn't been able to beat AJ Styles one-on-one, and with the world title on the line, John Cena has the opportunity to become a 16-time world champion if he can beat the guy that he hasn't been able to beat one-on-one. I feel pretty confident that this is the direction where they're going, where by the time John Cena's back, AJ Styles is actually the face that runs the place, because he's the champ. So, now on to reason number 5. With this being the first ever brand exclusive pay-per-view on the network, they've got a big opportunity here to really sell the people on brand exclusive pay-per-view, to let them know that, hey, just because there's only half the roster, because first off, these brand exclusive pay-per-views, especially SmackDown, in SmackDown's case right here, you've got 6 matches on the Backlash card. Compare that to the normal pay-per-views where you had both brands. For instance, SummerSlam had 11 or 12 matches. And Backlash here, it's only featuring the SmackDown brand, so it's not all the superstars, and there's only 6 matches on there. And then, if you go ahead and just save the big title changes for the major pay-per-views like SummerSlam, Survivor Series, the Rumble, and WrestleMania, then the customers, the people won't see a reason to go ahead and subscribe for the network when it's time for Backlash, when it's time for Clash of Champions, and all the other exclusive pay-per-views, because they'll be like, what's the point? You know, nothing really happens here. There's no big title changes or anything like that. It's just a filler pay-per-view. But right here, you've got a huge opportunity. This is SmackDown's first ever exclusive pay-per-view. Well, not first ever, but yeah, first SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view on the network. It's not the first ever SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view. And if they go ahead and have AJ Styles win the championship here, that just shows everybody that, hey, you don't want to miss any of our pay-per-views, even the brand exclusive ones. SmackDown might not have the biggest of rosters. Hey, you might just have 6 matches in there, but there's some crazy stuff that can happen. You can see some title changes here, just like you can at all the other big pay-per-views. This is the first SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view on the network. This is their chance to go ahead and put out, a great first impression and show that big things can happen on exclusive pay-per-views. And yeah, they are going to crown a new women's champion and new tag team champions, but those titles are vacant. They're not going to stay vacant or go vacant after every single pay-per-view. It's not like a title change like in the WWE Championship case, Dean Ambrose versus Aj Styles. Now, if somehow Dean Ambrose retains the title at Backlash, I have no doubt that Aj Styles is still going to be the one to beat Dean Ambrose for that WWE World Championship. If it doesn't happen at Backlash, it's probably going to be at No Mercy. So that's it for my 5 reasons as to why Aj Styles is going to beat Dean Ambrose for the WWE World Championship. And in the comment section below, let's switch it up a bit. Instead of letting me know what your prediction is, let me know who you want to see win this match. Would you prefer seeing Dean Ambrose beat Aj Styles, or would you like to see Aj Styles become the new WWE World Champion? Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, you can click the like button down below. I'd really appreciate it. And with that said, I'm out. See ya.